Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, people. Good morning. This is Spirit Journey. Good morning, Monday, June 17, 2024. The time it's about 10 minutes to 5 in the morning. I'm just waking up actually and thought to do a live stream. It'd be a short one. Um, my the meditation thing. When I'm waking up in the morning from dreaming or sleeping, I keep my eyes closed and just kind of like look into my eyelids, and oftentimes I see something, some a vision, and I'd like to share with you what I saw today. Um, let's see. I remember seeing it. It was a person, looked like a person, and they're in a camouflage suit. Look, camouflage. And what I mean by camouflage, it looked like a man, a big man, and had leaves all over his the body. Um, and I remember he was looked like he was standing. His arms were stretched above his head as it stood up or something like that. It's like I don't see him, and then I see a figure look like coming into view, and like he's standing up to be seen. I'm not sure if he did it twice, but the last thing I remember, his arm, his hand, he had something in his hand. It looked like a stick with the leaves, and on the top part of the stick could have been maybe uh, a yard long, um, and then on the top part, a ring. The ring was maybe a foot and a half diameter and filled with the same type of leaves. But in the center of it, I could tell there was some type of device inside of it. And then, yep, as I thought, it gets activated, this device in his hand, and a light comes on, energy light. And then everything faded away. Couldn't see anything. Yeah, that happens a lot. Oh, oh, excuse me. Still a little tired. Yeah, I'm in my living room right now. Um, yeah, and then everything disappears. I oftentimes see like yeah, the place where I was seeing. Um, it was busy. It was very faint. Everything was faint, dim lighting. Um, it's hard to see detail. Whether it was like a jungle or something, I don't know. But I really was busy looking. It could have been, it it could have been it was hard to see through again. Like a lot of times when that occurrence happens, when that light thing comes on, um, the area is busy with things in the way, um, things to block my vision, like sometimes it looked like seaweed all over. But this time I remember seeing a man, like the man. It was seemed like a big man. You see his torso, you see arms. I think you see that it had a head, but it's all with leaves or something. Looked like leaves at least, greenish leaves or something. Again, it was dark in the room, dim, so the colors you couldn't really tell since the room was dark. But looked like leaves. Looked like leaves that came to like a point, the leaves were like the size of your palm, the size of your hand, but yeah, it looked like leaves all over the body to camouflage the person. It looked like a man because it's big, and that device it didn't. Yeah, it seems like these locations that I'm seeing, um, they they must have people going there enough to carry a device to obscure, to block any visitations, people seeing. So it leads me to think, now that I think of it, that you have people. I'm speculating. You must have people who are dreaming like myself, who are appearing in certain locations on where this thing is. Sometimes it looks like it's underwater because it looks like a buoyancy, but I do not know that this seaweedy type of thing in the air or something. And you see the buoyancy moving about. And this time I saw the person and it had the device in its hand, and he moves slowly up, and then it turns on. And when that happens, the light comes on. It gets brighter and brighter. It's not hurting my eyes or anything like that, but that's what happens. So somewhere you have people with these devices, and they aren't instructed. And why I'm there, why I pop up there, I don't know. I'm just waking up from dreaming or sleeping. I'm not thinking about what I'm going to see. It just happens. I have no control over what I see. And sometimes I'm in locations that have this buoyancy to it. Can't tell whether it's out in space or underwater. And enough people have to be coming to these places for them to have a device like that. And then you can't see anymore, and then everything fades away. So that's what happened today. Just waking up. And I do have my TV on. Something on human cloning. I don't know about these things. Who knows? I don't know what's up. You have so many secrets out here in the world. Just stretching. So many secrets out here. And this video that I'm just watching, I put it on pause. Said that cloning was being implemented in the 1970s. Very strange. Say, did any of you see, I think it was 1 week ago, there was of number 45, and number 45, it was a side view of him talking to someone. I don't remember what they were discussing. And I said to myself, that doesn't look like him. It looked like it was a side view, most of the side of the face, not the front. And I said to myself, That's not Trump. Oops, sorry. I said, that's not number 45. It looks something like him, but I said, that's not him. And then guess what? The person that was channel that it was on YouTube then says the same thing. Hey, that doesn't look like number 45. People, do you think, I mean, it sounds like him. Mission Impossible. And when they take, they have these masks. And like they tuck it under the inside their shirt. And they can be these masks you can get over the internet. You can buy it. All types. You can mask and makes you look like an old man, a woman. You know, all these archetype figures, and it looks real. I said, that's not him. That's not him. And again, in that movie Mission Impossible, they have these devices. And when they talk, they put a device on their throat, their voice box, and they talk, and they can make it sound like the other person. Could some of these people, these YouTubers, be accurate about? Like, some of them been saying that they believe that number 45 is going to be demised. And they think that it's going to be someone that's just made to look like him. And then their demise. Wow. Is this what's going to happen? You know, I'm just seeing. I saw. I was watching on number 45 yesterday, Sunday, and different rallies and number 45 in Detroit in a black church. It was like what do you call it? A round table, and they had various people from that community and asked him questions. It was a short interview, but just maybe 5 months ago, 7 months ago, yeah, before when did he get arrested? The mugshot. Prior to that, people from the black community was not a fan, in general, not a fan. But once the arrest and mugshot, things are changing, and especially now this month. It's June now, yeah. So May and June, all this is changing very quickly. He's going to, remember, he went to the Bronx. He got a big welcome there. Something is being staged, I think, too, to you know, how I really feel, what's going to happen. They're building him up, number 45, and then something's going to happen to number 45. They want to try to create a riot, a massive, like another JFK. I'm serious. I hope not. I hope nothing like that happens. He is my favorite president. He's the only one that I wanted to ever vote for. the only one that I had trust in. I know he's not a perfect man, but he's real. And he's been around for 40 plus years in New York City. I'm from New York City, people. For 40 plus years, this man has been in the media. He was a big, big fixture in the New York scene, and he's never changed. He is who he is. He hung around Black people, the hip hoppers. He hung out with them. They all got along, and he was not a racist against the Black community. These hip hoppers embraced him. And then someone calls him a bad name, and you all believed it. I've been around seeing him for over 40 years in the New York scene. He's from where I'm from. He's from Queens. I'm from Queens. He moved to Manhattan. I moved to Manhattan. I mean, not because he moved, I'm saying. But growing up, we always lived not far apart, within a mile. Within a mile, people. And I've seen him in photos with the hip hoppers, all sorts of characters. He blends right in. And he's never done anything. And during his presidency, he's never he never did pass a law to hurt the Black community. He's helped the community. But this clown that you see up there in the middle, he did pass laws. That law, that 1994 law, what was that, 3 strikes? How many Black people are still in prison because of that clown? Passing laws that were deliberately designed to hurt the Black community. And again, he is a Southern white man from Baltimore, I think Maryland. I think it's from Maryland. And what happened? Didn't Kamala say that he passed the, he went and signed the bill for segregation, for busing? He didn't permit busing. He didn't want integration. He didn't want integration. But yet you voted for that clown. Just saying, again, you vote for who you want to vote for. I'm not here to tell people how to vote. You vote for how you want to vote, but just be aware. Just because someone calls somebody a racist or this or that, remember, take out a mirror and look in it. And look and see who's the bigot or the racist or whatever. You have these people who call out lies and deceptions about other people and hoping that you don't think for yourself. Think for yourself. Do what is right for you. The time is coming, people, and it's coming very quickly. I feel this year, this year's election year. I think they said in 5 months is election time. People, the intensity, I believe, is going to increase. They're going to lift you up. I think they're going to lift number 45 up. And then they're going to JFK him. That is, oh, my tummy's growling. I think that is what's going to happen, people. They're going to JFK him. Please, people, please Do not commit acts of violence. Do not. Please stay at home. Please, they're looking to do this. They're looking to set you guys up because they're going to do and pass laws or things to really take away your rights. Please don't fall for it. Remember another J6, Yeah, J6 was a 6. Stay at home. Have your children at home. Keep them at home because they're going to make excuses. The system's going to make excuses. Remember, they arrested people who were never even there. They said, well, you spoke about somebody. They arrested someone who wasn't even there. And he did jail time. I don't know for how long, but yeah, he did jail time. This is where you spoke about something. Stay at home. Have your children at home. Get supplies. Stock up on food. If you could get medical stuff like Band-Aids and things like that. Yeah, remember those large cities. What do they do in those large cities like New York City, where I'm from? They have a whole bunch of illegals. What do they have the illegals for? And why did they give them mopeds or, motorbikes? Well, they're already starting to use the motorbikes to terrorize the citizens of New York City, get them from behind, and then drag them on their bikes. If they don't let go of their purse or whatever. Yeah, I saw that video. Grabbed it by behind, dragged her, and she hit something. Something, hit her. I hope she's okay. Horrible. Yeah, these illegals are there to destabilize your big cities, to rob your stores, to shut them down. That's why they brought here. Really, if they really wanted these people in America, so why then say, oh, we only would take care of you if you're a family for 2 months, and if you're single, no family for 1 month, and then they'll throw you on the street. How the hell they're supposed to get help? There's no jobs, and they want them to clash with Black America. Black America, to compete with Black America. They want to try to pit us against each other. Don't fall for it. Do not fall for it. Yeah, I left because I saw what was ahead. I feel the danger coming. I didn't feel safe anymore. They try to steal this person, local guy, Hispanic fellow, try to steal my dog. Yep, it was chaos. And I just didn't, I just felt stuck there. And at the time I had all 3 dogs. Many of you know I had 3 dogs. And my 2 little girls passed away when I arrived here, a month after I arrived here. The facility weren't on the ball, and they got an infection, and they passed away. My little boy that's here, he's on the, lying down next to me on the floor. He's getting better, but it's almost 5 months. It's over 5 months. Yeah, going in and out of hospitals, taxis. Yeah, that's him right there. Yeah, people. Sorry about that. People, please be safe. Please be safe, America. I love America, but I saw the writing on the wall, and I didn't want to be in the middle of it. Yeah, I lived in the heart of New York City, and back then I had the 3 dogs, and there was no transportation that I could take to escape the city. The bus terminals does not allow pets, even in a carrier. I said, what I supposed to do? How, if something happens, like I just said, oh, let's say it's a flood, another flood or something like that. I just said, follow instruction. I said, well, how will I get out? What transportation? The bus terminal doesn't allow you to take pets on the bus, even in a carrier. Where am I supposed to go? How am I supposed to get out? And they couldn't tell me. Yeah, I was panicking. And also, they might release another pandemic and weaponize individuals like the migrants and infect them with certain viruses, and they could carry it on their clothes, whatever, and go into populated areas and get you sick and cripple and no meds. Yeah. Two winters ago, I felt panicked. That was 2022. I felt panicked because the season, the flu season cold flu season was approaching. I called up my doctor. Hey, what if I said, look, I just want to plan ahead because now the winter season is coming, and flu season is coming, and if I start to get symptoms, where do I go for treatment? Yeah. What do I take? What do I do? And the medicines, they blockaded it. There were certain treatments, and the state of New York is forbidden to sell it. Was it ivermectin? They said, we have nothing to give. There's no treatment plan. My doctor says, no treatment plan for us to give you, that's going to be offered. But I said, well, so what do I do? I said, I'm getting worried if something happens again. They said, well, if you get seriously sick, come to the hospital. And they said that they had this treatment, and this so-called treatment, it starts with an A, and that medicine causes organ failure. And I told that to her. She said, well, if you have to be hospitalized, you come here and we'll give you such and such. And while she's talking, I had a video playing in the background. And as she's talking to me, the video is saying that such and such drug that they give in the hospitals cause organ failure. So I asked, I said, isn't that the medicine? She can't really hear. I guess she couldn't hear what was being said because it was on low. I said, well, isn't that the medicine that causes organ failure? And then she starts to get angry at me. I don't know what you've been watching, but getting your information, but that doesn't cause it doesn't cause organ failure. And in the background, the thing's playing that causes organ failure. Yeah, and when you get to a point when you don't even trust your doctor, I didn't trust her. I don't. I'm not a virologist, but remember, those viruses can go through those masks. If it was really that contagious, they would issue out body hazard suits. Did they issue out body hazard suit? When you work in a lab, a level 4 lab, you have to wear a biohazard suit. But they don't. I mean, they do. Biohazards, the level 4 laboratories, they wear biohazard suits. And the viruses would be in a biohazard suit, facility. They didn't issue it out. This mask, so you can't breathe well, and it's to symbolize, in my opinion, to muzzle you shut. I said, I can't risk that. And isn't it weird enough? When I had an urgency, I had to fly back home, and then I contact the COVID. Well, I tested positive for COVID. I had symptoms. I had a sore throat and developed a headache at the temples of my head. Yeah, the pain in the throat was the sorest that I ever experienced. It was so raw. Yeah, I was taking a lot of vitamin C. Oh yeah, vitamin C, and I think I had the what do you call it? Vitamin D3 also. I think vitamin D3 and vitamin C. And I was taking it every day. I think that might have helped me. Yeah, yeah. People, please be safe. I love America. I love you guys. And yes, I felt I had to move for my safety. And unfortunately, my 2 baby girls, my furballs, passed away. May they rest in peace. That's the only thing I regret. Yeah, people, try to get a plan going. If you need, if you need to leave now, if you could leave now, some places you could go to the embassies, American embassies, and you can vote there. Some people say, well, I got to stay because I got to vote. Well, you can, go to an embassy where, let's say you're traveling. You could go to the embassy. Yeah, I registered at the embassy, online. You can do it on some places, you can do that online, but I want to go visit them to make sure that I'm still registered. Yeah, I should do that today, call them and ask them about being able to vote. I didn't, I have to be honest, I was very taken back at the last presidential election. I did vote, and in my opinion, it was people were seen putting ballots through the machine several times, the same one. It was a stolen election, in my opinion, based on the videos that I saw. And they could do the same thing again and use the so-called migrant workers and have them vote. Okay. Yeah, they're trying to take over. The system is trying to take over the country. A lot of things are happening. Yeah, you notice also, hey, and not to sound sexist, they have a new president-elect in Mexico, a female. And she's an outsider. Or at least a I'm calling what it is. They're an outsider. But they win. And it's a female. What seems to usually happen when they elect a woman president or prime minister? They're there for a season, and they're there usually to introduce something, something intense, and or something intense happens to them, and it's a destabilization. They did something like that. What was that? I think it was Pakistan. There was a woman. It's a Muslim country, and they assassinated her. A woman. She was in her car standing, waving at the people, and then they removed her permanently. Done in broad daylight. Awful. Yeah, and then they have, I just heard email, one, things are happening, but it's not happening for your benefit. When you get a woman in office, they're not there for your benefit. It'd be nice to have a woman president or prime minister because they believe in her, not because they want to destabilize. People, be safe, stock up on food, so just bring home certain food, non-perishables, bag of rice and beans, things like that. I think I should buy the stock up also. Yeah, I think I should get some of that. Stock up on the rice. Just to, it's a staple. It's a non-perishable. You can have it, in your homes for a long time. It fills you up. It gives you the calories, Please be safe. Yeah, so again, in the beginning of this video, this live stream, I talked about a vision that I had upon awakening. I do a technique of meditation that I've been practicing since 2017. And today it looked like a vision of a man in that buoyancy area. It's a buoyancy, so I can't tell whether it's underwater or in space, whatever. And he's wearing a suit, a camouflage suit of leaves throughout his body. He held up a stick with a ring on the top, and it's all filled with the same type of leaves. Leaves like the size of your hand, like a heart-shaped leaf, something like that. Oh, there's a dog in the background. And in the center of that ring, as he stood up and has his arms raised, he had that stick that had the leaves on it, and the center of the ring, some type of device inside of it, and it got turned on and a light came on, and it deactivated my ability to see. This happens a lot. There are facilities out there, or someplace out there, and they, and I speculated, it dawned on me a moment ago that means enough people are able to see in this realm or this location, and enough people, individuals are doing this for them to devise this device that they turn on, so it disables your ability to see. They don't want you to see. And remember, about a week ago, I did a video about these men. They looked like they were in a astronaut suit, the baggy thing like that, and they were really buoyant, and they looked like they were on their knees, and they had a mallet. Well, either one or both of them had a big mallet in their hand, and they're pounding on something below them. Yeah. And then that light came on. I couldn't see them. And I remember it was like a seaweed type of thing floating about. They don't want you to see, but something's able to activate it. Yeah, that means that they're going in that location too. Something is happening. And again, I'm not planning on what I'm gonna see, where I'm gonna be. It just happens. And it's just letting me know. I'm speculating that other people are doing the same thing. And we're waking up, so to speak. We're seeing behind, like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. She's seeing behind the curtain. She's seeing behind the curtain. People are seeing behind the curtain. And they're seeing these places that exist. Let me know what you think. Are you seeing the same thing? Are you seeing like the light come on? You doing a meditation and you're seeing something and then that light thing comes on to deactivate your ability to see. Let me know. So that's all I'm gonna say right now. I'm gonna try to get myself up. Yeah, today I have class. Today, my language class. Have to brush up on yeah, have to do a lot of work here. So thank you again, people. And enjoy your day. Be safe. Keep your children, your loved ones at home. They're looking to set you up, to arrest you, to harass you, so they can implement a lockdown on your city where you be enslaved and controlled. Please get out of those big cities. Please get out. Move to move out of the cities. And people have been telling me that for a couple of years. And I said, yeah, I'm ready to go. I gotta go. Okay, guys. Thank you again. Peace and love to you. Until next time.